On behalf of Parul Institute of Pharmacy, Faculty of Pharmacy, Parul University, I would like to welcome you all on today's webinar on the Introduction to Patents and Patent Search by Mr. Pratik Vora. Mr. Pratik Vora is an Executive Corporate Intellectual Property Rights Division, BDR Pharmaceuticals International Private Limited. I welcome you, sir. He's hi, yes, sir. He is our alumni too. He has done M.Pharm in pharmaceutics from Parul Institute of Pharmacy in the year 2014. So I take this opportunity to introduce Mr. Pratik Vora for today's guest lecture. Mr. Pratik Vora has completed his B.Pharm in 2012 and M.Pharm in 2014 from Parul Institute of Pharmacy. He has done many of the certificate courses like Introduction to IPR, Introduction to PCT, Advanced International Certificate course on IP, Intellectual Property Management, Basics on Patent Drafting, Introduction to Intellectual Property Law from University of Pennsylvania, USA, Patent Law, as well as Intellectual Property in Healthcare from University of Pennsylvania, USA. He is having the certificate course on patent in biotechnology, DTU, Technical University of Denmark, and protecting business innovations via patent from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Mr. Pratik he is the registered Indian patent agent at Government of India. Mr. Pratik is having the experience from Alembic Pharmaceuticals Limited as executive in 2014 and 16, and currently he is working with BDR Pharmaceuticals International Private Limited, Vadodara since April 2016. Mr. Pratik Vora is also familiar with the number of patent databases like Patent Scope, USPTO, ASPESNet, INPAS, SIPO, etc. With this, Mr. Pratik Vora has also successfully completed many of the projects at the industry as the innovator, like the Tykerb tablets, Firmagon injection, Abernet cream, and Pomalyst capsules. He is having 5 different books from Lambert Academic Publishing House, Germany in his credit, and he has also published 4 research papers in different national and international journals. He is also having blogs in American Association of Pharmaceutical Sciences on regulations, ramp up to the antibiotics in India, healthcare ATMs, and Google Patents, SITPATE databases. Like he is having more than 20 Indian patent applications drafted and filed related to the pharmaceuticals and chemicals, and 3 PCT patent applications are drafted and filed related to the pharmaceuticals and chemicals. So with this introduction, I would like to welcome you, sir, for the webinar on Introduction to Patents and Patent Search. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, madam, for giving me such a nice introduction. Is my sound audible?
Yes, sir, clearly.
Okay. So thank you again, madam. And now let's move to the presentation. So is my screen sharing on?
Yes, sir.
Can I start?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay. So hello friends, let us start this new topic, Introduction to Patents and Patent Searching. So in this we will see, as you will be either B.Pharm student, M.Pharm student, or either a PhD student, you must all have faced a dissertation project. So in this dissertation project, how we can search prior arts from patents, then which are the various sections of patents, how we can search the patent, which are the various patent databases, and practical illustration of that these all things we will say during this presentation. So before starting, what is intellectual property? Let me introduce to a simple word which all you have uh, come across during your daily life, which is property. So property is mainly of two types. First is tangible and other is intangible. Now tangible means what? Those properties which you can feel, you can touch, and you can sell, like that property. For example, you have house, you have land, you have car, you have money. These all are tangible properties. Then what are the intangible properties? So intangible properties, similar to the tangible, you can sell them, you can rent them, you can buy them, but you cannot see them or you cannot touch them. So this type of intangible property is intellectual property. Intellectual property means the property which is generated by your intellect. So intellectual property refers to the creation like invention, then literary and artistic works like you made a film, you made a song, you wrote a book. So these are the literary and artistic work. Then you do a design, a different design which does not have its function. It will not contribute to the function of that particular invention, but its design make a better look and better attraction to the customers. So that is also one intellectual property. So IP is protected in law by these patents, trademarks, copyrights. This enables people to earn recognition from what they have invented or what they have created. So what is the need of IP in this era? So look at this gag. Here there is a dang which who have invented a fire, and when he goes to the market and see that, oh, I should he has regret that I should have taken on patent first, because already all the players of the market have copied his invention. So this is the need of IP. So from previous slides, we have seen that this is the need of IT. So then this IP, how it, what are the benefits it give to the any of the company or any of the inventor. So these are the benefits. Then IPR can attract money from the investors stock market. If you are in a business, then and you have a very good inventions, then investor will invest in your company. So it will attract the money and you can do more inventions likewise. Now the next is provide revenue from licensing. For example, you have a very good patent but you don't have money to commercialize it. So in this case you can also license your invention, and with the using of this you can generate the revenue. Then other is prevent competitors from entering the market. For example, you have a wonderful invention. So with the patenting of that invention, what you can do, you can exclude your uh, competitors to copy that your invention, and you can easily enjoy the exclusivity of your invention in the market. So only your product will be there, so all will purchase your product and you will have very better profits. So also this premium pricing will be there because you are only the one market player in the market. So this is the benefits. Now if you are using others protected IP, then what may result? Then there will be a severe penalty by the courts for the due to you are infringing their intellectual property. Then interim injunction may also happen. Interim injunction means what? You have made so much of uh, invention of other. So in this case, a court will not allow you to sell your already generated invention or means invention. So you cannot sell that invention which in which you have invested, because intellectual property was not belonging to you. And due to this, there will be loss of reputation of your company in the market, and ultimately loss of business opportunity. And sometimes it may lead to close the shutter of the company also. So this is the need of IP. Look at the Nike logo at the right side of the slide. And if you do not have, for example, trademark this, so it may be copied like this. So this is the need of IP. So now let's come to the patents. Then what are the patents? Patents are exclusive rights which are granted to an invention. Means if you have an invention, then what is the invention? We will later see the definition of that invention. Then means if you have an invention, then for a prescribed time period, generally it is 20 years from the date of filing of your invention. So for a prescribed time period, uh, it is given by which bodies? Government bodies. And what right it will give you? It will give you the rights to exclude others from making, using, selling, importing, or offer for selling without the consent of you. Means if you are the patentee. So this is patent. So patent is actually a negative right. It will exclude others from making, using, selling, or importing your invention to the market without your consent. If he has your consent, then he will be paying you royalty. So you have revenue from licensing also. So these are the patents. Now other types of, let us see very brief on this. Other types of IPR, for example, copyright. So copyright is a legal term describing rights given to the creators to their literary and artistic work. As we can see, sometimes we have seen on YouTube that this video is not available, or this video is no longer available due to a copyright claim. So this type of if you have copied others song and uploaded that, or you have copied others video and you have uploaded that, then they will claim their copyright, and your video will be deleted by YouTube in such a way. So piracy and these all things are actually a crime, because it is a stealing of one's intellectual property without his or her consent. You have to pay them before copying and displaying to the others. Now other type of is trademark. So trademark refers to the recognizable sign, design, or expression which identifies the product or service. Means if you see the logo below this slide, you can identify that, oh, this is Reliance product, this is Honda product, likewise this is Microsoft product. So from a logo, you can imagine, you can that the product of this product belongs to Microsoft, or this service belongs to for example BCCI, likewise. So the trademark is a sign from which you can recognize the business, so you have trust on them, so you can easily buy them. So these are the trademarks. Now come to the our topic. Then if you have a dissertation project, then first we all know that we should start with a new project with a strong rationale. But the first question come in our mind is how to choose my topic. How should I search that what is already done, what is already invented, and from where should I start? So this is the question in mind of student when they start dissertation projects. So these are the prior arts. From prior arts you can search uh, that what already had been done and which new thing we can do in this research or in this area. So prior art is what? Prior art is any documented evidence that is already known to the public. Means if we want to search a novel concept, then the first step is that we should able to find out what we there is what have been invented till today. So if we find out that we what are the what is invented till today, with the help of that we can find what we want to now invent. So which are the main sources of prior arts? These are patents, published articles, books, and various websites. So why we choose patents? Because patents are most reliable sources. Because in patents, invention are always there, which is working. Then advanced and detailed technical data are also available. Then latest information is also available in that, and patents are available at free of cost. So as we have seen, patent is one type of intellectual property, which intellectual property includes this copyright, trademark, geographical indications. Likewise, after this, intellectual property, we have also seen that they are intangible assets, and this is the definition of patent. In the right side we can see this is the one uh, patents. This is one type, this is patent image from USPTO. So such type of patent we can see. So we have seen that patents are exclusive right. So general patent term is 20 years from the earliest date of filing. So from first date when you file a provisional application or you file a complete specification, in this, from that date 20 years are counted from for the expiry date of that patent. However, in India, there is no term extension, so there will be only 20 years of that patent. But in some countries like US and Europe, there will be a term extension. So in this term extension, they will give extra 5 years to your patent if your invention is so much pretty good. After that, patents, what are the patents? The patent are territorial in nature. So patent are not like that you have filed a patent in one country and you have right around the globe. So global patent, so is means there is nothing like a global patent or a world patent. Patent right are essentially territorial in nature. This means if you have a patent in India, then you have only right for patent in India only, not in US or not in Africa or not in Russia. Likewise, so granting a patent in one country does not force other countries to grant the patent for the same invention. And similarly, refusal of patent in one country does not mean that it will be terminated in all other countries as well. So now, if you have an invention, then what is the invention? Means it has a patentability criteria. There are patentability criteria set by Indian Patent Office that this should be there in your invention. With the help of that, you can patent your invention. The first is novel. An invention will be considered novel if it does not form a part of information that has already appeared in previous published magazines, technical journals, books, newspaper, or any oral description of the invention in a seminar, likewise that, which spoils the novelty. Means you have a you have an invention which is totally new, it should not be disclosed anywhere around the world at any point of time. Then it should be invent. Second point is it should be inventive or non-obvious. Means, for example, if you have let us imagine that if you have a pencil and a white rubber on that pencil. So if you invent a pencil with a pink rubber, so this is obvious that one can change the color of that rubber which is behind the pencil. So this is actually novel because it was not in the prior art, but it is not inventive, it is an obvious invention. So such type of invention are also not patentable. After that, third is industrial applicability or utility of the invention. So what is the means, if you have a invention, for example, if you have made a tremendous invention, but it is not industrially applicable, means it cannot be used in a market. So such type of invention will also not be granted, because invention must possess utility for grant of patent. No valid patent can be granted for invention if it is devoid of utility. Means if it does not have any use, then it will not be granted. So patent specification should spell out various uses and manner of practicing that invention, even if it is considered as obvious. So you have to disclose all the manner. Means by this type of procedures we can uh, do this invention. Now fourth one are the last one criteria for patentability is statutory requirements. Here mere discovery of scientific principle, for example Newton has invented the law of gravity, so it was already there in the universe, but he has discovered this scientific principle, so such type of law cannot be patentable. Then the invention which causes serious prejudice to human, animal or plant life or health to the environment are also not patentable. What does this means? For example, uh, you have invented this type of atom bomb or like that, so it will also create harm to the animal, to the human life, to the plant life. So this type of invention will also be not patentable. Then for example, as we can see in the image, if you have invented a time machine which is not possible at all, so you also cannot get the patent on the time machine. Then mere arrangement or rearrangement of the known devices, or let's say for example in our pharma, if we add some excipients which cannot we can say that this excipient have synergistic effect. Means these two, if we use these excipients in a single way or in a combination way, and in both way there is no difference, then it is a mere admixture of that excipients in our invention. So this type of invention will also be not patentable. Then plants or animals in whole or any part thereof we cannot patent. Means if you have invented a new plant with new genes, so that don't have seed, so this cannot be also patentable. Then performing mental act or method of playing the game, this type of act is also not patentable. So these were the criteria for the patentability. Now before starting a patent searching, we should know that what are the section of patents, so we can read and understand the patent in a very well manner. So first is the title of that patent, then there will be an abstract of that patent, then background of the invention, or called as prior art or called as technical field. So in this section, what we will see that in prior art, in background of the section, there will be there will be a list of prior arts where the similar invention was reported, and there will be also uh, disclosure like which were the limitation of that prior art, and what we are doing new thing to uh, means betterment of this invention against this prior art. After that, we will give the summary of the invention. So, and so after summary, completion of that summary, we will give the detailed description of the invention. For example, we have, if we have developed a formulation, then we will give 3-4 different procedure by which we can derive to that invention, which we can derive to that composition. We can also give the examples of its analytical studies, like how we have performed dissolution, how we have performed assay, how we have performed these stability studies. These all things are written in this detailed description of the invention. After that, the main portion, the heart portion of the patent is claims. Claims means it is the border of the patent, means what the invention we have done, we have written in detail in this patent, but the invention will be counted which we have written in claims. So claims should be drafted in a very well mannered way. In claims, what we have written is protected, and other thing which we have written in detailed description is not protected. So we can also claim that that portion only which are written in claims. After that, bibliographic data are also given sometimes, and if there are figures, these are also given at the end of the patents. So let us see the one example of the patent, so you can understand. Uh, is my this screen is showing? Hello.
Yes, sir, your screen is not visible.
Yes, I want to share this another screen.
Okay.
Yes. Now is this visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is one example of this PDF of the patent. So here, this is the WIPO patent, means this is international patent application. So here there will be a international publication number. By this number you can search on the various patent databases. So which we have discussed, this is the filing date. So from this, the 20 years will be counted for the patent application. Here all data are available. For example, here who is the applicant, then who are the inventors of this invention. So this is the bibliographic data which are available in the patent. So this is the title of the patent. This is the process for preparing stable oral composition of everolimus. So this is one type of anti-cancer drug, and this invention disclose stable oral composition and there its process. So such type of abstract will be there. As per the Indian Patent Act, it should be only 150 words. After that, this is the field of invention. In field of invention, there will be written that what invention means, this invention relates to which type of field, means this is a composition type, and means this is a pharmaceutical field type of invention. After that, in background, all the details will be given. First detail about the drug everolimus, then when it was disclosed first, which are the marketed, and these are the various patent which these are the prior arts. So where everolimus composition was previously disclosed. From this, they have also written that, for example, this solid dispersion complex have higher solvents. So they have written the limitation in the prior arts, and accordingly they have what they have invented. They have written first the here summary of invention, and after this there will be a detailed description of the invention. In this, all these things, what are the term used in this patent, and all these things are written. Which are the examples are also written at the end. For example, these are given the examples. uh, this is the formula, preparation method. These whole thing are given in the detailed description of the invention. Then such type of analytical data are also provided in the patent. After that, this is the main portion, claim portion. So here they have, for example, they have claim a process for preparing stable oral composition of everolimus, wherein process is wet granulation. So by using wet granulation process, they have invented a new composition of everolimus. So these claims will only be counted as a protected part of this patent, and other were the only description portion. So uh, let us go back to the our presentation. Is this screen visible?
No, sir.
Okay. This option is yes, yes. Now visible?
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Oh, okay, okay. So now let's to the move to the patent search. We have now known what are the intellectual property, what are the patents, how which are the section of patents, what are the criteria of patentability, and after that we let us move to the patent search. So patent search can be done to the various sources, which include free web sources, then patent database of any government body, and the third are paid patent databases. So free web sources include Google Patents, Lens, such type of website. We will see the screenshot of that after what this slide. Then there are various government body patent database, and these patent database are also free of cost. So for example, for Europe, there is a worldwide eSpaceNet. This name is there for Europe country patent database. For WIPO, there is a patent scope. For USA, there is a USPTO, and for India, there is a INPAS. After that, there are some paid databases where there is a yearly subscription of uh, very means, for example, 2-3 lakh rupees. Such type of price is there for these patent databases, which include SciFinder, Orbit, then Derwent Innovation, such type of paid databases are also available. So at commercial level, such type of paid databases are used. So let us move to the first free web sources, Google Patents. So such type of interface will be shown similar to the Google search. Here Google Patents is there. So in this, what we can do, we can write, for example, this which patent we have seen just recently, process for preparing stable oral composition of everolimus. We can just write like a Google search, and we can enter search button. So we will have the following whole details. For example, in right side we can see bibliographic details. At the upper portion there is a title, abstract. Then we can also see the whole description and claims at the right side. So this whole thing in HTML format there will be in this Google Patent database. After that, second database is lens.org. So similar to the Google Patents, here there is a same similar type of interface. You can write and the your invention searching. For example, let's say example floating tablet composition I have to search. Then hit the search button, and you will have the such type of result where you can see that floating tablet composition word is mentioned. So we have this type of various patents in this. After that, for example, if we click on one patent, we can find similar information, title, abstract, claims. We can also download a PDF from the right side. So such type of good details are also available in this free patent databases. After, let us come to the government body patent databases, in which the first one is worldwide eSpaceNet. So this is the main European country have developed a patent database where we can find around 90 plus countries patent, including Europe. So this is the interface of the worldwide SpaceNet. So in this detail, in this search bar, we can write similar to the Google patents. So for example, let us, I have written oral dispersible film. So I want to uh, search about the oral dispersible film inventions. So I will write that and I will hit the search button. And due to this, let we can see that we have different results of oral dispersible film. So there will be different invention will be there. We can also minimize the sorry we can also uh, means yes, minimize the search by adding some keywords. For example, like if we want to uh, uh, search the oral dispersible film of for example analgesic drugs, so likewise we can also minimize the search. So these are the broad results. Very, for example, if we click on one invention, we will similarly see this type of interface in which there will be this is the title of that invention. Then these are the bibliographic data will be there. We can also here there is an abstract. Then if we click on the claims, we will have the claims also here. We can also download original document by this download button in worldwide eSpaceNet. Then second database is patent scope. This is the database by World Intellectual Property Office. And here also there is a simple search is also available, and advanced search option is also available. So here you can write the thing which you want to search. For example, I have written cyclosporin nano emulsion. So I want to search a nano emulsion for cyclosporin. So invention which relates to the cyclosporin nano emulsion will be there. and such type of interface will be there. So this is the patent number, this is the title, this is the country where this patent is filed, this is the filing date, these are the applicants, this is the inventor, and here is the abstract. Such type of compact information will be available at the first glance. So these are the various invention which are shown in the result. Now if we click any one, will have such type of data here, bibliographic data. So we can see all this detail including abstract, inventor, applicant, all this thing, title. Then if we want to see PDF download, then in this document section we can also download the PDF of this patent. We can see full text here. Then this is the WIPO patent, so it will extend to various national phase, like in various countries, India, US, Europe. uh, the information will be there in this tab. Now let us come to the paid database. Now this is the SciFinder database. Here if you have paid subscription, then you will be provided username and password by the American Chemical Society. This is the paid database of American Chemical Society. So after login, such type of interface will be there. These database are mainly used by API patent search, and for that because from here we can also search the patent of a molecule in a very broad manner, but we should have one molecule. In this we can also search a structure of that compound. For example, I want to find out the composition of this compound, then I can search this also. Or I will, if I want to search the reaction of this compound, that how this compound can be made, so that information will also be available. For example, in such type, that compound is made here, so it is made from these two different chemicals. So such type of information, which are the solvent, reagent are used, are given. And if we click on one patent, this type of data will be there. This is the title, these are the inventors, this is applicant, this is the abstract, and which are the formula are given in this patent are also listed here. So these are the various patent databases for patent search. Google Patents we have seen, Lens we have seen, uh, SpaceNet, Patent Scope. You can also search at USPTO, Indian Patent Office. Then there are free patent database like freepatentsonline.com. Then these are the paid databases like SciFinder, Orbit, Derwent Innovation, PetSeer, likewise. So let us see one practical example in our web browser. Is this new screen available on?
Yes.
Yes. So this is the new updated patent scope interface for patent searching. So here this is the simple search. So it will search on the front page of the patent. For example, let us say I will search diclofenac tablet and hit the search button. Then the invention which are relating to diclofenac tablet will be available. So such type of whole information will be there. This is the title, this is the title, this is the patent number, this is filed in China, this filing date, and these all things are available. Applicant, inventor name, So China mainly file in Chinese. So we will see first this Europe patent. So if we click on one patent, then such type of database interface will be there. This is the bibliographic data in which abstract will be there in different languages. Title is the here. Then if we click on description, we will have whole description written here. This is written in a German language, so we can translate here with English also. Then here claims of the patents are available. What is claim? For example, here is claim multi-layer tablet containing tramadol and in one layer and diclofenac in other layer. So this is a bi-layer tablet patent. Then patent family which I was referring. So this patent is patented in such various countries: Australia, Japan, Canada, likewise Spain, Denmark. Then in this January 2002, it was also filed in Mexico, US, New Zealand. Such type of detailed information, and here are the with the number it will be given, and we in these documents we can download the patent also. So this was the simple search. We can also in a search button, we can also do a field combination search. In field combination, we have these various search buttons. For example, let's say I want to search in claims only, then I will select here English claims. So I want to search diclofenac, and I want to search in claim that film of that diclofenac. So in claims I only want to search, then we can customize this search like this, and after this we will have to hit the search button. So now the patents will be there which relates to diclofenac film only. So this will also produce some broad information also. Diclofenac tablet will also be there. So we have to made more specialized search in this field combination. So by this field combination, you can generate more and more data with specific details. Similarly, this is the eSpaceNet interface as we have seen. Here also there is a option for advanced searching. Here we can only search in title and abstract. Here we have no option for searching in claims. And we have already seen this Google patent databases. Here we can simply search that diclofenac sustain release composition and search the hit button. So such type of information will be there, and we can easily access the whole patent here. So this is the sustained release oral formulation. This is the title. This is abstract. Here we can download the PDF of patent. This is bibliographic detail, filing date, and like all that. These are the claims. We have written sustained release and diclofenac, so it will also be such highlighted sustained release diclofenac. So we can easily find that where our words are also written in this patent. So this type of very easy searching will be there from Google patent databases. So madam, Now we can take a practical example also if you have any question. And
Hello.
yes, madam.
Yes, sir. Uh, we are having one question.
Yes, yes,
Some patents are there in which they write that this work is extended to the pharmacological class
yes,
and write all the possible class of drug. So, what can be
yes.
the search of those kind of patent? Does it cover all the drug molecules that comes under such pharmacological class?
No, as we have discussed, the patent mainly covers the means protected by the claims. So if one patent application has written so much classes in the description, but they have not claimed in the claim portion, then the portion which is claimed is only protected by that patent. For example, they have written that all analgesic are protected in for example written in description that all analgesics can be formulated in a similar way. But in a claims, for example, they have written only diclofenac sodium. So that diclofenac sodium is only protected, not the other like ibuprofen or any other analgesic are not protected by this patent. Further, uh, if when the patent is filed at application stage, at that time claims are not enforceable. After publication, there will be an examination, and after that examination, the patent will be granted by the patent office. So patent the granted patent will be there also available in this patent databases. For example, this is b2 uh, for example, some patents have written A1, so these are the applications. So that claims are not granted one, so they cannot claim anything. But if there is a granted patent, for example, somewhere have written B1, B2, so this type of code are given. So these granted patents have different granted claims. They have narrow down claims, not the broad claims. So that portion is only protected, not the broader claims which were present in application. So this is the thing.
Yes, thank you, sir. One
Yes,
more question is there.
yes, yes,
The student is asking about can you focus much more on infringement of the patent?
yes, yes, yes. As first the patent is filed, from that date infringement can be counted. But from when, for example, I have filed one patent in 2002. This patent was published in 2004, and after that this patent is granted in 2008, let's say, for example. So after 2008, that patentee can be file infringement suit from the publication date. From means 2004, which was the publication date. So from 2004, if you have commercialized or you have copied the invention, that invention which is granted in 2008, but you have copied in 2006, then you will be you are liable to be filed for infringement suit by the patentee. So infringement means what? That you have used the invention of that patentee without his consent. Means if you have taken license from that and you are using, then there will be no infringement. But if you are using without his consent, without his permission, at that time he can file an infringement suit in high courts, and they will summon and court will summon you, and they will ask for you that why you have used that, and there will be a penalty also. And injunction will also be there. Means injunction means the quantity which you have commercialized, but which you have already produced, you cannot sell them, you have to give to the innovator. So this type of activity will be there. So this is the infringement main. So there are various type of infringement also available. Literal infringement. These are based on how you have infringed. How you have infringed that invention. From that, it is classified. Literal infringement, doctrine of equivalent. Such type of infringement are there. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So very nicely, Mr. Pratik has covered the about the introduction of the patent, what is patent, IPR, and now students are able to understand what are the different criteria for patentability, and even the sections of the patent. This is very much helpful for the final year and PG scholars, and the live example of the how to search the patent will be really helpful to our students, particularly the PG students who are right now going for literature search. So thank you very much, sir. I would like to thank on behalf of Parul Institute of Pharmacy, Faculty of Pharmacy, Parul University, and I would also like to thank Dr. Abhay Dharamsi sir, our principal and dean at Faculty of Pharmacy, for giving this opportunity to arrange this such kind of webinar, which is very much useful to our students. And I would also like to thank our technical team of PU webinar. Thank you very much, sir. And some of the students are they have wanted to ask much more questions. So, can I share your email ID with them?
Sure, madam. I will be glad to answer all of them. Please share my email ID also with them. And I am also thankful to Dr. Abhay sir and Ijal madam, to you also, for giving me such a great opportunity to share my knowledge with my friends.
So you are one of our alumni, and we are very proud of you that you are here to explain our students in much more informative session will be conducted in future also.
Sure.
Thank you, Pratik. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm concluding with this. Thank you everyone for joining the webinar. Thank you, Pratik.
Thank you.